So if you're in crypto, you're looking for individuality and you're looking for success on a personal level. Yet you can't quite get there because everybody wants to have their hands in your pockets and keep control of your money. The government tries to control your money. They're trying to figure out regulations. They don't quite know how to go with it. They have tax policies set up that are awkward and don't quite take care of the things. They don't seem fair. The centralized exchanges, but they disable withdrawals sometimes. They stop you from pulling out when a coin goes hot. The things that aren't even exchanges, your Robinhoods and your little apps that you can fake buy crypto, all of these things are controlling your money. Now, based on the thumbnail, you clicked on this video because you care about controlling your own money. And I want to explain to you an option that is not the simplest, but it will get that accomplished. So let's dive into that. When you watch a video on props, if you do click on that, you have to be somebody who cares about anonymity in some way. So you might be, let me just think what type of person you are. I'm guessing you're somebody who logs on to a web browser in incognito mode. I'm guessing you probably clicked the VPN before. Why? I don't know. To buy pay-per-view, to hack pay-per-view. I don't know. Perhaps to buy a crypto, since we're on crypto. You might be looking to buy a crypto that isn't available in your country from an exchange that you're not allowed to log on. Who knows? I'm not here to question you. This is about anonymity. So what I think you are, you log on, you say, I'm going to go into incognito mode. In fact, I'm going to open a VPN. I might even open a Tor browser. And I'm going to buy crypto. And then I'm going to keep it on the centralized exchange. They have two things, a buy address, a wallet address, and a seller wallet address. They can check both of those. Crypto's not as anonymous. And you're thinking, they can't find me if I'm in crypto because I'm just a string of characters this long. Well, there's levels to this game. It's not that you're necessarily anonymous. It's how anonymous do you want to be? Because you can deep dive and you can just keep going lower and lower and get to the point where you are virtually all of the way anonymous. And I'm going to touch on how to do that here. I'm going to leave something up to your imagination. But I am going to give you the overall parameters of the way that I know to get as far down into the anonymity and protect your money as I can show you in the 9-minute video. If you're looking to get into privacy, where's 3 levels of places that you can be exploited in your quest to be fully privatized in cryptocurrency? Where you buy it, where you hold it, and where you sell, trade, or interact with it. So these are 3 places you can go. One place to buy, an anonymous email, a second email, a backup, which is one that's not tied to everything else you do in the world, including your bank account. You can buy Bitcoin, say from an ATM, the Bitcoin ATMs. They're everywhere in the country now. They're usually in the hood, but hey, that works. You can get a Bitcoin ATM, pay those ridiculously high fees. You're also on camera because it's an ATM. So levels, again, levels. And you can mine the product. You're creating it from scratch. So there is no connection. So you're fine. You're building it from scratch. That's new coin that hasn't been circulated, which isn't traceable at that point. And also you can just sell product online, Craigslist, anything. You can sell for Bitcoin or some cryptocurrency. Now you have your crypto. You obtained crypto to start this that you want to privatize. Main thing to do, stick it in Monero. So the first step is you obtain the cryptocurrency by any of the methods I talked about. And then you want to sell it to Monero. Now that's the part that can get hairy. It's not a single step process. And maybe we can look further in another video of the actual process of buying Monero. And at that point, you are privatized. What you keep in Monero is privatized. So you won't have to worry about that. Now, what they do with that is essentially they use a stealth wallet.
Step back and recap some concepts from the previous video. We learned that Monero uses a distributed peer-to-peer consensus network to record transaction outputs in a blockchain. If Alice owns Monero, it means that she has exclusive control over some of these outputs. When Alice sends Monero to Bob, Alice is announcing to the network that she wishes to transfer the value of some of her outputs to a brand new output for Bob, which only he can control. In other words, a transaction is the transformation of old outputs belonging to one wallet into new outputs belonging to another. Let's take this a step further to see how stealth addresses enhance a user's privacy. In every transaction, a stealth address, also known as a one-time public key, is automatically generated and recorded as part of the transaction to indicate who can spend an output in a later transaction. An outside observer cannot tell if funds are moving from Alice to Bob, nor link wallet addresses together by just looking at the blockchain. Therefore, when Alice sends Monero to Bob, the output Bob receives will not be publicly associated with Bob's wallet address. However, if Alice ever needs to prove that she in fact sent Monero to Bob, her wallet has the ability to verify that payment was sent. Bob can rest assured that no one else can see when or if any Monero was sent to him. If Bob were a merchant, this feature would be a great benefit because no one can tell how many different customers he has, whether any of them are repeat customers or if he has any customers at all.
They do a lot of the work in privacy for you just by buying the coin the proper way. So that's what you do. Now you have it and it's privatized. Now where do you keep it? The second step, where do you hold it? Very easy. There's a ton of ways to do this, but simply you can hold it in cold storage, which is like this little Ledger Nano that I use. This is very simple. It's cool. You can hold everything on here. And from the time you plug this in, this is connected to the internet roughly 30 seconds. So if you are able to time the fact, and you can hack this in 30 seconds from the time I plug it in to the time I load the money on it or load it off and I unplug it, then you're good and I deserve to be hacked. Other than that, you can use a pen and paper and just write the actual wallet address down with the amount. You can keep your key on cold storage, which is offline so that nobody can hack it. And that's the key to being able to hold it safely. So it's very easy to do step 2. And then third is when you go to sell your Monero back to Bitcoin or whatever you want to do so that you can use it for something or buy something else or just sell it back for cash or however you want to do that. The stealth address in Monero, it works the same way going out that it does coming in. So you won't see the to and the fro on the same transaction. So you're protected that way. You can get it out just as easily as you put it in, which again isn't easy as it is like say buying Ethereum or something. Monero is a little more complex to obtain, but it's because it's a privacy coin. These are the easiest ways that I can think of to go full private anonymized crypto in this game. If you are into Monero, if you have a wallet, please leave me a comment and let me know how long you've had it, how you like it, what kind of things you're into, or maybe you don't want to say it because that's the whole point. I think it's wise to be able to hold some of your money private, keep it back out of the public eye, or maybe more than some of it, so that you can have this one last bastion of sovereignty, like this is my money, you can't touch it. I'll tell you how much I have if I want to. I think that's a good thing to go on. If you agree and you like this video, if you were even entertained by it, you can leave me a like. I think that's awesome. If you can subscribe, if you haven't, I think that would be amazing. I just enjoyed having you, and I enjoyed having you listen to me the entire way through. Okay, so I'm going to go. I hope you got yourself into some Monero, or at least understand how important it could be for people like us, people like you that clicked on this video. It's obviously important to you, and so I hope you get something out of it. And I'd like to give an honorable mention to this video, but really, check it out. So take care. I hope you have a good evening, and I hope you make some money out there. I'll see you.